Katalukan.
Chapter 22.
En Jason de Hort ton Azimon e legomen Pacha.
Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh, which is called the Passover.
Kaiezetunoi archiroi kaioi grammatui tupo anelozin auton. Efobunto gaer ton laon.
And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might put him to death. For they feared the people.
Aizelton de Satana eis Yudan ton calumenon Iscarioton, ontaek tu aritmuton dodeka.
And Satan entered into Judas, who was called Iscariot, being of the number of the 12.
Kai appelton sinelalzon toi archiresin kai strategua tupos autoi paradoi auton.
And he went away, and communed with the chief priests and captains, how he might deliver him unto them.
Kai echarezan kai sinesento autoi argirion dune.
And they were glad, and covenanted to give him money.
Kai exomologezon, kai ezetei kairian tu paradune auton ateoclu autoi.
And he consented, and sought opportunity to deliver him unto them in the absence of the multitude.
Elton de emera ton azimon, achei edeitieshtai tu pacha.
And the day of unleavened bread came, on which the Passover must be sacrificed.
Kai apestailen petron kai Ioannon epon poretentes etoamaseit emin tu pacha ina fagomen.
And he sent Peter and John, saying, Go and make ready for us the Passover, that we may eat.
Oidei ipan autoi puteles etoin achomen.
And they said unto him, Where wilt thou that we make ready?
Odei ipen autoi idu aizelsenton imon eis ten polin sinantesei imin anthropo keramion idatos. Bastazon akolusezat autoi eis ten oikian eis en esporete.
And he said unto them, Behold, when ye are entered into the city, there shall meet you a man bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house whereinto he goeth.
Kai eret toi oikodepotei tezoikias legei sua o didaskalos pu estintu kataima pu tu pacha. Meta ton mateton mufago.
And ye shall say unto the master of the house, The teacher saith unto thee, Where is the guest chamber, where I shall eat the Passover with my disciples?
Kakeino imin deisei anagaion mega estromenon ekei etoamaseit.
And he will show you a large upper room furnished, there make ready.
Appeltont de euron kato seirekei autoi, kai etoimasan tu pacha.
And they went, and found as he had said unto them, and they made ready the Passover.
Kaiot egeneto e ora, anepeson kaioi apostoloa sinotoi.
And when the hour was come, he sat down, and the apostles with him.
Kai ipen prosotu epitaiai epetimeza tutu tu pacha fajuin met imon protum patuin.
And he said unto them, With desire I have desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer.
Lego gaer imin oti ou me fago auto e o tu plerotei antei basileiai tu teu.
For I say unto you, I shall not eat it, until it be fulfilled in the kingdom of God.
Kai dexamenos poterion eucharisteza e ipen labet tutu kai diameriseiteis otu.
And he received a cup. And when he had given thanks, he said, Take this, and divide it among yourselves.
Lego gaer imin. Ou me pillo apo tu nin apo tu genematos tes ampelu e ou e basileia tu teu eltai.
For I say unto you, I shall not drink from henceforth of the fruit of the vine, until the kingdom of God shall come.
Kai labon arton eucharisteza eclason kai edoken autoi legon tuto estin tu somamu. Tu hyper imon didomenon tutu poiiteis ten emen ananezin.
And he took bread, and when he had given thanks, he brake it, and gave to them, saying, This is my body which is given for you. This do in remembrance of me.
Kai tu poterion aux auto meta tu depnezet. Legon tu poterion e kein diatek en toi imatimu. Tu hyper imon ecchinomenon.
And the cup in like manner after supper, saying, This cup is the new covenant in my blood, even that which is poured out for you.
Plenidou e sheir tu paradaidentos me emu epites trapez.
But behold, the hand of him that betrayeth me is with me on the table.
Oti io men tu anthropo kata tu orismenon porete. Plenue toi anthropoie keinoa di ou paradidote.
For the Son of Man indeed goeth, as it hath been determined, but woe unto that man through whom he is betrayed.
Kai otoi erxantos is etein pro tuti saraei ex oton otutu melion prasin.
And they began to question among themselves, which of them it was that should do this thing.
E geneto de kai philoneikia en otoi, tuti soton dokei e inem eison.
And there arose also a contention among them, which of them was accounted to be greatest.
Ode eipen otoi oi basileiton etno kirioiusin oton kai oi exousiazantes oton iergete. Kaluntai.
And he said unto them, The kings of the Gentiles have lordship over them, and they that have authority over them are called benefactors.
Imeide aut chutos, olo meison en imin ginestoros o neoteros, caio egumenos o diaconon.
But ye shall not be so. But he that is the greater among you, let him become as the younger. And he that is chief, as he that doth serve.
Tis gaer meison, o anakeimenos o diaconon, uchi o anakeimenos, ego de en mesoaimon eimios o diaconon.
For which is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat? But I am in the midst of you as he that serveth.
Imeide est oi diamant a côte me emu en toi peramoamu.
But ye are they that have continued with me in my temptations.
Cago diatit me imin, catos dietet o moi o pater mu basileian.
And I appoint unto you a kingdom, even as my Father appointed unto me.
Ina estet kai pinet epites trapez mu en tei basileiaimu. Kai cates est epi tronontas dodeca filas crinontes tu Israel.
That ye may eat and drink at my table in my kingdom. And ye shall sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Simon, idu o satana exeitesato imatu siniasaios ton citon.
Simon, behold, Satan asked to have you, that he might sift you as wheat.
Ego deedisen perisou inam eclipei epistisou kai sipot epistrepsas terison tous adelfou. Su.
But I made supplication for thee, that thy faith fail not. And do thou, when once thou hast turned again, establish thy brethren.
Ode ipen otoi kairi. Meta suetuamos eimi kaieis philakon kaieis tanaton poroistai.
And he said unto him, Lord, with thee I am ready to go both to prison and to death.
Ode ipen legosoi, Petre, ou phonesei semeron alector et autrisme aparnesei eidene.
And he said, I tell thee, Peter, the cock shall not crow this day, until thou shalt thrice deny that thou knowest me.
Kai ipen otoi ot apestela ima ate balantio kai pera kai ipodematon, me tino sisterezat. Oidei pan utenos.
And he said unto them, When I sent you forth without purse, and wallet, and shoes, lacked ye anything? And they said, Nothing.
Eipen deotoi alanino echon balanchon arato. Homoios kai peran. Kaiom echon polesato tu imation auto kai agorasato machairan.
And he said unto them, But now, he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise a wallet, and he that hath none, let him sell his cloak, and buy a sword.
Lego gaer imino ti tututu gegramenon dei telestene en emoi. To kai meta anomon elogiste kai gaer tu peri emutelo echei.
For I say unto you, that this which is written must be fulfilled in me. And he was reckoned with transgressors. For that which concerneth me hath fulfillment.
Oidei pan kairi, idu machere od dio. Odei pen otoi canon estin.
And they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. And he said unto them, It is enough.
Kai exelton e porot kata tu etoseis tu oro ton elaion ecoluse sand de otoi kaioi matetai.
And he came out, and went, as his custom was, unto the Mount of Olives. And the disciples also followed him.
Genomenos de epi tutopu e ipen otoi proseutchost m ezezeineis peramon.
And when he was at the place, he said unto them, Pray that ye enter not into temptation.
Kai oto apespas ta poton ozeili tu bolon, kai testa gonata proseketo.
And he was parted from them about a stone's cast, and he kneeled down and prayed.
Legon pate, ei boulet parenen que tu poterion apemu plen me tu telemamu ala tu son ginesto.
Saying, Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless not my will, but thine, be done.
Ofte de otoian relosa pouranu emiscion auton.
And there appeared unto him an angel from heaven, strengthening him.
Kai genomenos en agonia ictenesteron proseketo kai egeneto o hydros auto osei tromboi. Aimatos katabainontes epiten gen.
And being in an agony he prayed more earnestly. And his sweat became as it were great drops of blood falling down upon the ground.
Kai anastas apotes prosachelton pro tu mateas e uren koimomenu otu apotes lip.
And when he rose up from his prayer, he came unto the disciples, and found them sleeping for sorrow.
Kai ipen otoiti catedet. Anastantes proseutchost, inam aiseltet eis peramon.
And said unto them, Why sleep ye? Rise and pray, that ye enter not into temptation.
Eti otou laluntos iduoklos. Kaio legomenos iudas eiton dodeka proerketo otu. Kai angisen toieu esoufiles auton.
While he yet spake, behold, a multitude, and he that was called Judas, one of the 12, went before them. And he drew near unto Jesus to kiss him.
Iesus de eipen otoi iuda, filemati ton ion tu anthropo paradidos.
But Jesus said unto him, Judas, betrayest thou the Son of Man with a kiss?
Idont deoi perioton tu esomenon eipan kairi, eipataxomen en machairei.
And when they that were about him saw what would follow, they said, Lord, shall we smite with the sword?
Kai epataxen eitis exoton tu archireo ton doulon kai afeilen tu soto tu dexion.
And a certain one of them smote the servant of the high priest, and struck off his right ear.
Apocrites deo Iesus eipen ateo tutu kai apsamenos tuotio iasato oton.
But Jesus answered and said, Suffer ye them thus far. And he touched his ear, and healed him.
Eipen de Iesus pro tu paragenomenu epoton archiroi kai strategutu hieru kai. Presbyteruos epileston exeltate meta macheron kai xylon.
And Jesus said unto the chief priests, and captains of the temple, and elders, that were come against him, Are ye come out, as against a robber, with swords and staves?
Catéméran ontos mou metimon ontoyeroi ou kexeteineit tas sheira epeme holotestin. Imon eora kai exousiatus cotus.
When I was daily with you in the temple, ye stretched not forth your hands against me. But this is your hour, and the power of darkness.
Silabont de auton et gagon kai gagon isten oikian tu archireo de petro e colossai. Macroton.
And they seized him, and led him away, and brought him into the high priest's house. But Peter followed afar off.
Periapsanton de pygreker en mesoatesol kai syncatizanton e cateto o petro mesosoton.
And when they had kindled a fire in the midst of the court, and had sat down together, Peter sat in the midst of them.
Idusa de auton pedisc ti catemenon pro tu fos kai athenisaza autoi e ipen kai uto sinotoion.
And a certain maid seeing him as he sat in the light of the fire, and looking steadfastly upon him, said, This man also was with him.
Oder nesato legon ukoida auton, ginai.
But he denied, saying, Woman, I know him not.
Kai metabrachi heterosidon auton ef kai si ex auton eio de petro e fansrop, ukemi.
And after a little while another saw him, and said, Thou also art one of them. But Peter said, Man, I am not.
Kai diastasis osei horas mia alios tidi chirizeto legon epalesias kai uto me otouon. Kai gaer Galileos estin.
And after the space of about 1 hour another confidently affirmed, saying, Of a truth this man also was with him. For he is a Galilean.
Eipen deo petro ansrop, ukoida o lege. Kai parashrema etil aluntos otou e fonzen alector.
But Peter said, Man, I know not what thou sayest, and immediately, while he yet spake, the cock crew.
Kai strafes o kyrios eneblepsen toi petroi. Kai ipemnos o petro tu logutu kyrio o seipen otoi ti prin alectora fonezes emeron. Aparnesei metris.
And the Lord turned, and looked upon Peter. And Peter remembered the word of the Lord, how that he said unto him, Before the cock crow this day thou shalt deny me thrice.
Kai exelton exo eclaosen picros.
And he went out, and wept bitterly.
Kai oi andres oi sinecont auton e nepezon autoi deront.
And the men that held Jesus mocked him, and beat him.
Kai pericalypsant auton e peroton legontes prophéteson, tis estin o païsasse.
And they blindfolded him, and asked him, saying, Prophesy, who is he that struck thee?
Kai etera pola blasphimute legon e is auton.
And many other things spake they against him, reviling him.
Kai o segeneto emera, sinect tu presbyterion tu laou, archireit kai grammatui, kai apegagon auton e is tu synedrion auton.
And as soon as it was day, the assembly of the elders of the people was gathered together, both chief priests and scribes, and they led him away into their council, saying,
Legontes ici o Christos, epon emin. Eipen de autoi e animin e hypo ou me piste 7.
If thou art the Christ, tell us. But he said unto them, If I tell you, ye will not believe.
Ean de eroteso, ou me apocritet.
And if I ask you, ye will not answer.
Apotunin de esteo io tu anthropo katemenos ekdexion tes dynameos tu teu.
But from henceforth shall the Son of Man be seated at the right hand of the power of God.
Eipan de pantes si ou eio io tu teu. O de proso tu ephimei leget oti ego eimi.
And they all said, Art thou then the Son of God? And he said unto them, Ye say that I am.
Oi dei panti eti ecomen martyrias creian autoi gaer ecusamen apotus tomatos autou.
And they said, What further need have we of witness? For we ourselves have heard from his own mouth.